Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sandra. If you're just meeting me for the first time, I feel like okay, so let me confess, you guys, there's a fan beside me. That fan that used to be here, I took it there. So if you notice that my hair is moving, just know that there's a fan beside me. I cannot be sweating and be filming this video because this is amebo video. Okay, so by the way, how you guys doing? I hope everyone is fine and all of that. For your information, you all are in my prayers, okay? All of you are in my prayers. That is the truth, because without you people, I won't be here. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you for always coming back to watch me. And to those that are new to the channel, welcome to my space. This is Sandra's reality, where we bring it out the way it is, okay? The realites, welcome to the family. To those that have not subscribed to my channel, please, I am begging, before you continue watching this video, just consider subscribing to my channel, okay? And we will soon be 1 year anyways. We'll soon be 1 year on this page. So without me ranting too much, let us quickly dive into today's video. Anytime you see me seated like this, you already know it's a story time. And today's video is a story time that has to do with me personally, something that has to do with my personal life, something that happened to me directly. So sit back, relax, and I will be right back. So I'm back. Today's story time is going to be a very short one because it took a long time. Like when this thing happened, it took a longer time, but I'm going to make it short so that you guys will enjoy the story. It all started when I newly lost my husband way back 2014, and a lot of my friends, I had some friends that are also my age mates, people I met in Lagos, and then one of them was somebody I know here in the East that got married, and she and her husband, they are living in Lagos. So it happened to be that we live very close. Then a group of us, we go out together, and our husbands come to know each other and all of that. We go to salons together, we go out together and all of that. So we meet in the market, and sometimes we visit each other, okay? So and it happened to be that we attend same church, okay? So but this particular one has to do with the two people that I like most in that our circle, like the two people I confided in most, okay? So when I newly lost my husband, our rent was yet to expire. We were still back then in Lagos, and you know, now normal things began to fall out of place and all of that because we lost almost everything. Let me just put it like that. So feeding and the rest of them became an issue. Like I said in one of my videos, if you scroll down on the channel, you're going to see the video. I was totally jobless. I was not doing anything. I was not working. I was not doing any business, okay? So things began to fall out of place. I started being a burden to my friends. Let me put it like that, a liability to my friends. I thought in friendship, I go all out for my friends. Despite not being matured back then, okay, because it's not everything I know now that I know then. Despite not being that matured, I still know that friendship is all about getting each other's back, okay? I get your back, you get my back. So I never believed that in a friendship, things will turn bad for the other person and the other person will just abandon the person, or maybe try to gossip or try to, I don't know how to explain it, but how it all started was, so things began to go from good to bad and from bad to worse. I discovered that my friends started withdrawing themselves from me, but because my hands were tied as at that point, there was nothing I could do because I need them. They are the only support I have at that point, apart from some of my brother and sisters-in-laws that also come to see how we are faring and all of that. So I was stuck to, as in I stick to them. I mean, those my friends, I got stuck to them. I was just there following them up and down, you know. Sometimes I take my children to their house, help them with chores, and in fact, I just brought down myself very low to make sure that I still stay around them so that they don't just abandon me completely. But I noticed some changes in their attitude, but I didn't take it to heart because my hands are tied as at that point. How will I put it? I need them at all, but as at that point, I see them that they are indispensable to my life, okay? So I was just sticking around, following them up and down. But at the end of it all, they began to withdraw themselves gradually, but there was this particular one. I just didn't believe that she will ever, even if other people are withdrawing, I never believed that that particular one will withdraw, okay? Because when things were bad for them, myself and my husband would got their back to the level that back then at Ibadan, where we school, I was the one, I paid our school fees on several occasions, and I did not even ask her for the money back because I knew that things were not okay with them as at that time. So I never expected her in particular to withdraw, because me, I'm this kind of person that when somebody wronged me once, twice, 3 times, I'll calculate if you have ever done something good to me. And if you have done me good, if you have done me good like 10 times and you do me bad like 5 times, I'll go to that good and -5. You still have 5 chances left. That's how me I calculate my own life. Oh. But I never believed that she in particular, okay, is also going to join them to, you know, mock me or ridicule me or maybe stay away from me and stuff like that. So it happened to be that whenever I lacked something, at the point I stopped using gas to cook, started using kerosene to cook, because our rent we still had like 6 months for our rent to expire. So these things I'm telling you guys happened in the space of 6 months. When after we went to the village for burial and all of that, and we came back to Lagos. So at a point I stopped using gas to cook, I started using stove. Okay, so there was this day that I was not having anything on me at all, so I called on her. But 3 days late, as in the past week, she gave me some money from her own heart. Okay, she gave me some money, yes, from her. I didn't ask her, she gave me. So I thanked her, but the money got finished. You know, a woman with 2 children, there was no source of income. It was just going out and out and out. That is the truth. And now I asked her for money again. I was calling her. I sent her a message that I needed money just to buy kerosene. We'll have food stuff, because whenever money comes into my hand, I'll go and buy food stuff, because our biggest challenge then was food. Okay, I'll go and buy food stuffs and then let me have food stuff in the house, but especially the children, while I look for another alternative means to get money. Okay, I called her like 2-3 times. She didn't pick my call. I sent her a text message. She did not respond. So I was like, oh, maybe she's busy, she's going to call me back. So that day passed. I didn't hear from her. She didn't call back. I did not get any response. Me, I like putting myself in other people's shoes. I was like, maybe she does not have. Okay, let me call the next person. Then, which happened to be the other person. I told you guys now that I have just 2 people that I confide in so much, so much. So the second person I called happens to be on her way to my house. Okay, so but that one has fear of God, somehow. Like that one, has some little fear of God in her. And you know, when you have fear of God in you, there are certain things that a normal person can just do without thinking back. That you, before you do it, you begin to calculate how will, you know, am I offending God and stuff like that. So that one happened to be on her way to my house that day, because we had evening program, like church service, evening Wednesday service. So she happened to be on her way to my house, because then I no longer drive. Okay, I just follow them in their own car. Anyways, what happened to the car was a long story. Maybe another story I'll share on the channel sometime. So she was coming on her way to come and pick me up for the church service. So when she got to my house, she picked me up. We all went to church, and then on that day's service, you know, it was just as if the pastor was talking something that they preached in that day. The topic was about women, like young girls, young women that betray other people. Okay, you see something bad happening to your friend and you will not tell them. You just feel like it's none of your business and stuff like that. The pastor's wife was preaching that day. Her topic that day was all about women, as in, it was just as if this man was just opening our nyash like that. So after the service, she came back. She dropped us back at home, and when she got home, I feel like she was thinking about what the pastor's wife was preaching at the church. So her conscience began to judge her. So she now called me later that night that that this thing she can no longer keep it, that this thing she can no longer keep it to herself. She wants to open up to me and stuff like that, blah 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 blah. So I told her, okay, feel free, tell me anything, no matter what it is. I'm not going to, it's not going to be an issue. Okay, so she started telling me that the other lady I asked for help sent her message that me, I've started again, beg every time I'm begging, you know, stuff like that. And this thing hurt me real good, because I know that what I asked her to give me was not up to what I give her. Sometimes she comes to my house, pack foodstuffs. I don't know if you understand. So it's just a minor thing, like money for kerosene. Me, I didn't see it as anything. Even if she don't have that, she now told me that, see, me, I don't have. Oh, it's quite understandable. But why go all out? You did not respond to me. You did not reply to my chat. You go all out to come and tell the third party that me, I'm asking you for money for kerosene and all of that. So when that lady told me that, I felt bad. Honestly, I felt bad because me, I cannot do it to another person. The only reason why I was feeling bad was because I cannot do it to her. So I felt so bad. When people do to me what I cannot do to them, it goes up to my head. Like seriously, it goes all up to my head. Okay, so I felt bad because it's something I will never do to her. Never ever. I will never ever discuss her with another person, no matter what it is. Okay, even if we are quarreling, I will not. So it got to me, it's stuck, as in the thing struck my heart, my innermost heart. I cried. It was painful and I could not help it. I could not hold myself. I told the other lady that I was going to ask her because that is me, if to be sure. So it all happened. I discussed this with the woman that, how will I put it, my wedding mother, the woman that stood at my wedding mother the day I wedded. Okay, I discussed it with her. She was like, I discussed it with her and I told her that I'm cutting off these people from my life, and I was just so angry and I didn't want to hear from anybody. So she told me that no, it's not going to happen like that. You are going to invite these two ladies and bring up the topic before them. At a point I was tense. I was like, what if they start fighting or something, fights come out and something like that. So later I decided, I made up my mind. I was following the other one blindly. The one that went to gossip me to the other person, I was following her blindly, and at the end of the day I was able to get two of them together one day in my house. And I brought up the topic. You guys, oh Jesus, you won't believe what happened. These two ladies were there right before me, opening each other's nyash, including the one that has fear of God, and the one that does not have fear of God. The one I thought does not have fear of God, okay, as much as the other one. This one will say, the other day you told me that. The other one said, what did you tell me that made you to tell me, that made me to tell you? Gossip, eh? If you see the way they were opening their nyash, now so I carry hand for mouth. It's what I can see Buddha Abam. I was just confused. Like, many things that happened that I have forgotten. This is how they were just bringing it up, exposing themselves right before me. The other one got angry that the other lady came to tell me, and that's why they both, as in, opened each other's nyash, and I was so shocked. I never believed that this kind of a thing had been happening in the circle of 3 friends. We were 3 of us that were just close. We attend the same church. We go out together, party together, do things together. And believe me, that was the moment I began to, in fact, I just cut them off my life. And these ladies, everything that happens in their home, they tell me. And they will never hear it outside. They confide in me so much that I know everything about them. And I don't discuss it outside. That was why it pained me so much. Whatever this person tells me, dies there. Whatever this one tells me, dies there. I am just like their middle person. When both of them quarrel, I'll be the one to settle them. Okay, so I don't know why. I never knew that they have just been discussing me. As in, there are things I won't even say here. They went as far as saying things that, oh my God, I was not able to forgive in a hurry. Let me just put it like that. And at the end of the day, that was how I cut them off. Even when I relocated to the village, I did not tell them. I just left Lagos State. I relocated and all of that. Yeah, later they came back to come and say sorry. He called me to come and say sorry. But I forgive them. I have forgiven them long time ago. But man, carrying them along and all of that, even when I started YouTube, they saw my YouTube, because then I put on my status. I still have their numbers, but sometimes when they are in the east, when they want to come and visit me, man, I know they allow them. You know why? I'll just give one excuse, that I'm not in town. I know they're going to be watching this video, but it's just like a lesson, me voicing out why I had to cut them off completely, because this kind of people, I see that they can't repent. Okay, one person betray you once. I feel like me, I'm this kind of person that once somebody betray you once, they will still betray you again. Okay, I will forgive you, but that's, I don't know how to put it. I don't know. That relationship will never be like that. That's the truth. It will never come back to that level. I have that as a problem. I don't know how to tackle it. Okay, I will not cut you off completely. We'll still talk, gist, but there will now be a limit to what we discuss. There will be limits to what we discuss. There will be limit to what I share with you. And I feel like if they start coming close and to my house again and all of that, they will begin to know things that they are not supposed to know and still talk about me. So that was how I decided to live my life the way I'm living right now. But it pained me so much that I am in such situation. But those people I called my friends, you know, my closest pals, are the ones that betrayed me, discussed me, and you know, spread my name. They even went as far as discussing my matter outside our circle. That's the most painful part of it. In fact, it's not everything I'll share here, Sha. Anyways, I had it in mind I'm going to say everything in this video when I started the video, but at this point, I just have to mind what I say, okay? They went as far as saying some other things that on a normal day, on a normal day, I'm not supposed to be picking their calls, but what would Jesus do? Okay, what would Jesus do? I'm not saying I'm Jesus, so before you people will misunderstand me. But at the end of the day, I just have to forgive and move on. That is just it. I just have to forgive. But you know, being that close now again, I'm still finding it difficult even at this point. Okay, so that is just all about this story. So if you are this kind of friend that when you claim to be close to somebody, and when after they discuss with you, confide in you and all of that, you take it all out to go and discuss it with other people, discuss it with strangers. If you are radio without battery, as a woman, learn to zip up, because one day your nyash go open. No. This other lady never believed that the other one will have the mind to come and tell me. That is a fact. Okay, and at the end of the day, both of them never believe that a day will come when this one will be exposing this one will be exposing this one. So if you are that kind of a friend that after somebody talk with you, confide in you, discuss with you, you go all out there to go and spread the good news, do free adverts that nobody asked you, turn to radio without battery, stop it right this minute, because a day will come when your nyash will be opened. That is just the lesson to learn from this story. Of course, in my channel, whenever I'm sharing a story, if you watch till the end, you are going to pick up one particular thing from that story. Okay, and another lesson I learned is the fact that don't put so much trust on people, because I trusted these ladies with everything. I trusted them with everything. Everything. Like, I never believed it in my life that they will even discuss me. Like, how will I even say it? That was just how I trusted them. Okay, and me, I was not discussing them, so I never expected them to do the same. I feel like I put in so much into other people than they put into me. That is just how I want to that's just another lesson to be learned. Before you confide that much in somebody, know who that person is. Okay, put them through tests. Like me now, all my friends, I put them through tests too. They don't even know. Hey, my closest friend now, the kind of test I put her through, in the initial stage, okay, in the initial time, she wouldn't even believe that all those things were just tests. I was just trying to test her to know the kind of person that she is. That was before I began to trust and, you know, be free with her and all that good stuff. So that is just all what this story is all about, and I hope you guys enjoyed the story, and I hope you guys learned something from the story. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course, please, I'm begging, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.